Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is Wednesday morning, 8:48 in the morning. It is January 26th, 2022. 2 years to the date. This morning, a wonderful and beautiful family lost two souls and a bright and shining upcoming tiny little soul. And the sports world also lost two wonderful, beautiful souls, and the whole world was completely rocked. I'm talking about Kobe and Giana passing this morning, 2 years ago today, just prior to our lockdown here. I am standing here in front of what used to be formerly Staples Center, now called Crypto.com Arena. I had been here about a couple days after the passing, and where they had closed off the streets right over here, all the way down here. And the streets were just, this whole section, this whole area, especially across the way, was a memorial to Kobe and his little daughter Giana. They tragically died, they and I believe 6 or 7 other souls, including the pilot of a helicopter, on their way to be transported, I believe, to Kobe's basketball center. A really, really, really sad day that morning. We were already pretty much, the entire world, and more so here in the United States and here in Los Angeles, we were already looking at and facing a shutdown across the board. But it could not have come at a worse moment in history. It just, for me, I understand the passing or the celebration of a special event, or the tragic loss of lives marred by a tragedy, another tragedy, such as a lockdown. But it is kind of empty in comparison that it was 2 years ago. This whole sidewalk right here, well, let me show you around. Across the way is a little plaza, if you will. They have different shops and restaurants, but that whole area right there was just inundated and covered with flowers everywhere. I mean, you kind of think you would see more flowers or more roses than anything else at the Rose Parade, but firstly, this place was right here. This section of the entire street right here was closed off to general traffic, and there were memorials that were dotted along the line, and people to write messages on the wall. In comparison, now, it was 2 years ago, it's quite somber. I'm actually quite surprised that not too many folks are here. It's kind of tragic when something like that happens, and it seems that people forget unless they're reminded on the news or on the media. The sign over here just kept flashing a tribute and sympathetic messages to Kobe and his little daughter Giana. And even also right here in this area, this is the memorial area where statues had been erected for famous celebrities, sports figures that have contributed here to Los Angeles. For me, it was pretty much really a trip to be down here and actually see the most toughest man, the most biggest, toughest man, tattooed throughout the face, body, and arms and everything. Just seeing a grown man crying for Well, I'm sure it was more so for Kobe, but just just the fact of seeing so many people just coming out here and showing their love and their respect for Kobe Bryant and his little daughter, you know. And I believe his wife is still kind of battling the situation, the whole legality of the pictures leaking out of police or whomever was taking the photos and spreading them around across the internet and showing. That was actually a pretty disgusting and sick move on that person and those individuals that were involved. But it's, for me, it's really something. You know, it wasn't until I was actually on my way to work at Target, and I saw on the news, and then I kept hearing on the radio over and over in my headphones that this happened, and I really couldn't believe it. It was just so hard to imagine that something like that, just let alone Kobe. I mean, Kobe Bryant. Let me show you something. There's a gentleman over here, and this gentleman over here is showing his support because the whole family was just completely mortified to see those things happen. Here are some of the statues that have been erected here over the past years in tribute to so many sports figures that have played here. up front. You know, there were a couple of gentlemen over here that were kind of shouting, and actually they're pretty much correct. And they were shouting, "Well, where are the fans now? I don't see anyone over here." You know, just remembering and paying homage. And it's true, you know, in comparison to 2 years ago, this place was completely flooded. And the only one here is actually the employees of said stadium and groundkeepers, maintenance workers, just coming in as a normal, regular day, aside from 2 years ago. KTLA here so far is the only news station that I see. KTLA is actually, they're always on the ball, and they're always on the spot for anything like this. But at least there is coverage for this. It's just that it's so tragic, you know. Just it couldn't have been at a worse time. There's a couple of gentlemen over there that were talking about it. And at least there is a couple of people here paying tribute. There you go.
Thank you, man. That's all love, man. Staples Center too, dude. Yeah, I'm loyal to the soil. Yeah. Woo. Look at right here in front too, fool.
Can I use that for a thumbnail for my video on YouTube? Yeah? Okay. Charlie Sanchez Salinas. I just got a little...
Jerry.
Nico Montero.
Yeah, I got just a little tiny channel on YouTube, you know, but...
No
yeah, no, I was here, man. The street...
Dude, trust me, I'm disappointed.
So am I. You know, and then I was making a comment. The only one that's here is KTLA.
Yeah.
I know.
You know, and... It's...
Dude, it's like, I'm really sad. I came looking forward. I was glad I had the day off. You know?
Everybody just forgets.
Yeah.
The next day, they just...
My dad said, like, I don't think no one's gonna show up. I'm like, you know what? Let's just go. At least we showed up.
I was really hoping and thinking that there were going to be at least some people here.
Yeah.
You two gentlemen are the only ones, you know, other than that gentleman over there in the
Yeah,
corner.
but he hasn't complained. We ain't complaining. We came over here to show love. You know what I mean? So we're gonna hang out here for about what?
Yeah, these two gentlemen over here, I was just talking to them. They're pretty bummed out like I am, you know, just, there is a gentleman over here too, you know, remembering, but I was really, really hoping that, you know, it just, well, you saw my video that I posted this morning from 2 years ago, and like I said, in comparison to 2 years ago, it's empty. There's not even, I don't even see anything on on the screens, you know, and all these screens right here, especially this one right here, there was just tribute after tribute, you know. This is the house that Kobe built. You have no idea, you know.
They don't act like it.
Right?
They don't act like it. They want to rename the Staples Center to Crypto.com Center. They don't put up anything for Kobe at all.
Nothing. It's just erasing from existence.
Erasing from existence.
But it's all about money.
It's all about that. They would have had him up. They don't care.
It's just for the next one to roll in,
Yeah.
make a name, and roll them out. All right, my friends, that is about it. I'm going to wrap it here. You know, I was really, really hoping in my heart that it was just maybe by the end of the day there will be some more few people, but it's business as usual, back to business. You know, and this young man over here, you know, it's just it's the same thing, you know. It's a shame. It really is a shame. All right, my friends. As always, you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Live for the moment, pull down your pants and slide on that ice. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, what we're doing, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us, and what's going on. And here at the house that Kobe built, tragically, two wonderful souls and a tiny, beautiful, up and rising Giana is just incredible, just incredible. But he and his daughter are survived by two sisters and a beautiful wife, and hopefully things will settle out for everyone else. And the house that Kobe built.